Welcome back, mobile gamers. It's Cancel Console Gaming with another exciting video for you. Today I'm playing a game I've been really excited playing, Bleach Soul Resonance. Now this game is developed by Crunchyroll, the company behind One Punch Man World, which I believe is the best mobile anime game ever made. Now there are a lot of Bleach games already available on mobile, but most of them are horrible. However, this game has been great so far, but it does have a few things I don't like, but they are problems that could be fixed in a future update since this game just came out. Usually I start my videos by showing my graphical settings, but at the moment the only setting you can change in the menu is the language of the game. There are no graphics settings at all, so I'm assuming the game is set a max graphics by default, but for reference I'm using a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 device. Also, this game does not support controllers yet, so I'm actually using a third-party key mapping app to use a controller, which is why you see that gamepad icon at the bottom left of my screen. Now for some context, I have already played the tutorial mission, which shows how Ichigo got his Soul Reaper power from Rukia. So now I'm on the first real mission of the game. Somehow Rukia became a student at the school, and is in the same class as Ichigo, explaining to him the new responsibilities of being a full-time Soul Reaper. Now if you've watched the show you know this is where Ichigo learns that hollows are actually real people with their souls trapped in the beast. The loading screens in this game are pretty cool. Now clearly that mark didn't come from a car accident, so what's really going on here? Did a hollow do that to her? So her brother died in a car accident 3 years ago? Okay, now I see where this is going. Now I remember this from the show, I'm probably going to have to fight her brother who is now a hollow. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. I was right. That's her brother, all right. That's actually very sad. I'm not gonna lie, I want to skip all these cutscenes and get to the action, so let's speed things up here. Okay, here we go. Time for action, guys. As you can see, the control layout on the screen is very similar to One Punch Man World. One thing that is different is the counter-attack button. In this game, when you counter an attack, it allows you to unleash a powerful return attack. Counter-attacks have to be timed perfectly though, so it takes some skill to pull off. The move you see me doing right now is basically like your super move. After you get a certain amount of hits using your basic attacks, you can do your super move, and my goodness does it look cool. I love the art style of this game. Those enemies coming out of portals reminds me of Destiny Rising. The movement in this game feels really good. However, if you're going to use a gamepad key mapping app like I am right now, I should warn you that moving the camera with the right analog stick on the control is a little iffy, but it's not too much of an issue because the game centers the camera for you based on the enemy you are fighting. This game deserves real controller support for sure. Man, I'm telling you, the super moves in this game are so satisfying to watch. One small detail I noticed that's really cool, is if you look closely you can briefly see marks exactly where you sliced the enemy. Ichigo's sword leaves a yellow mark on the skin of the enemy for a few seconds. A really cool small detail. Now I know some people hate when games hold their hand by explaining every little detail, but I love how this game explains to you how to use all your abilities. See that yellow mark on his leg? That's from my sword. Isn't that cool? Another cool detail I noticed about the game is the environment is slightly destructible. If you look at the ground, the pavement is getting destroyed in the areas where we are fighting. I'm already at level 6, and this is only the first real mission I played. I'm getting stronger real fast. So in this game, you press the battle button at the bottom right to access your mission select screen. By the way, this is a semi-open world game just like One Punch Man World. Act 2 Binda Blinda, here we go. Is this where I finally fight that girl's brother? Okay guys, I'm going to skip the cutscenes again and get right to the action. Why is there a chain connected to her chest? I don't remember that from the show. Okay guys, it's time for the real fight. Me versus her brother. Do you think I'm going to win? So you can see those yellow marks from my blade even clearer now since I'm fighting a bigger enemy. It's a small detail that really creates more immersion in my opinion. Remember what I told you about the semi-destructible environments? Look how much damage I did to the road just now. I'm trying my best to get a counterattack so I can show you guys how that looks. For context, when the enemy is glowing purple and tries to attack you, if you press the counter button at the right time, then you are able to use the powerful counterattack. Did she just sacrifice herself to save me? Or is she just hugging him? So he missed his sister so much, that he became a hollow to be around her? That's so tragic. I really like the fact that cutscenes in this game are actually animated, but that seems like standard for Crunchyroll games. Most other anime games use pictures for screenshots, which I absolutely hate. Also, there is voice acting in this game, but I had to mute the audio because at the moment there is no way to turn off the background music in the game, and that background music can get you copyright strikes on YouTube if the game developer chooses to hit you with that. So that chain around her neck was put there by Keiko to keep her alive just in case her brother attacked her. Now I get it. Is he about to sacrifice himself to make sure he doesn't ever harm his sister again? I think I might shed a tear. This is getting sad. I watched this show so long ago I forgot some of this stuff happened. The great thing about this game is that it follows the exact storyline of the show. So playing the game is going to almost be like watching the show all over again, except you control what happens. Overall, I would say if you're a Bleach fan, it's a no-brainer to download this game. So far I think it's way better than all other versions including Bleach Brave Souls. If I had to give this game an overall rating, I would give it an 8 out of 10, with the main gripe being the lack of official controller support. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Cancel Console Gaming for more mobile gaming videos like this.